First, let's talk about the weekend, Oregon State.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Tough battles, both at home. We had a chance against Oregon with a great look by Taylor Edmondson for a 3 to win it, and it rimmed out. And a lot of guts and courage on her part to take that shot, but unfortunately we came up short. And obviously credit to Oregon for coming out and playing as well as they did. Bounced back really well against Oregon State. Tough battle. I think we were tested early, going to the locker room down 14 at the half, and we had, I think it was 18-2 or 19-2 rally and to start the second half, and really showed a lot of character about our team, our willingness to fight hard and to just keep believing. Got it to overtime and went down 6-0, and in overtime again, tested adversity coming at us pretty hard, and our kids answered the challenge, and we were able to win. I thought that we picked up our defense the second half. That was a big key to getting to the overtime and getting the win.
Talk about a couple of the freshmen. Mariah Cougs with the big weekend for the Cougs, and also Danya Alwa stepping into a situation and actually having a pretty big weekend. 5 steals against Oregon and 6 against Oregon State.
Yeah, Donnie's been playing better, and she obviously got the start against Oregon State. Played really well. She's one of those kids that has very, very quick hands. She anticipates reads well, but to come up with 6 steals against Oregon State in the overtime win was a big advantage for us. Mariah Cougs has been very, very consistent for us all season. Our playing time continues to increase. We as a staff, I have a lot of confidence in her and her ability to understand what we're trying to do on both ends of the floor. And she's aggressive. She doesn't take plays off, and she loves to play on both ends of the floor. And she's a very physical player. Great presence for us. She's able to not only score but get to the line and get a lot of three-point plays that way. Key rebounds down the stretch against Oregon State to seal the victory as well. So gutsy performance by both freshmen, and excited about them as well as the other 4 freshmen in that class.
Now moving on to kind of a big weekend for you guys, going down to the Arizona schools and a couple chances to get a couple wins.
Well, exactly. We're starting the second half of the Pac-12 season. We're 1 game out of 6th place to be right in the middle of the conference. And how many games have we been in overtimes or lost on last-second shots? We're right there. We know we're right there. The big key for us is to keep believing and keep improving. And, we've got the staff to do that. We've got the talent to do it, so we just got to continue to work hard in the gym. One thing I will say about this team, the leadership of seniors has been outstanding, and I love the fact that even on off days, kids are in the gym. They're back in the film room. They're not satisfied. They want to get it done this year. They don't want to wait. And so, it's a great time right now with this young group, and we're looking forward to having more success in the second half. I think one of the biggest things is we haven't closed the door on some games when we've had a chance, and by that I mean we've had teams down 5-6 points, and we've let them back in games, and then it's put us back on our heels a little bit to have to make the big shot or maybe the big steal to win it. So we've got to learn to close the door a little bit when we've got teams down, and we do that, we'll be a little bit more comfortable in those second half tight situations.
Coach, obviously the news coming out today, the loss of Tia Presley, so talk about how that affects you.
Yeah, just sad news, for Tia individually and for the Cougar program. Tia Presley, who has just been playing lights out phenomenal basketball in her sophomore year. We lost her to an ACL injury against the Oregon Ducks late in the game, and we were able to find out on Monday with the clarification from Dr. Tingstead and the MRI that she will have to have surgery. Tia has, obviously is, sad about the news, but at the same time, she is ready to move on, get the surgery as soon as possible, get minted up, and get back out here. So tough break for us, but same time, what a courageous performance by Donnie and Alexis. I thought that they came out Sunday, and not only those two to lead the team as true freshmen at the point guard position and kind of tag team, if you will, at the time out there. They didn't turn the ball over one time between the two of them, and came up with big plays after big plays. So really proud of them. But the team played for Tia on Sunday, and to go overtime and to have that win. I know the people in the stands that were there that understood the situation, seeing Tia on crutches, and that's a great moment in sports. To see your entire team rally for you and find a way to get it done. So credit to the team, and obviously Alexis and Donnie for playing as well as they did in a tough situation.
You mentioned senior leadership. I just want to ask kind of about the role Katie Grad plays for your team.
She's a bulldog, and I say that I had an opportunity to watch Katie play and win a state championship her sophomore and junior year in high school. She was the Washington Player of the Year, and we were really pleased to have her come join us here in the program at Washington State. Katie understands her role. She's not always going to be the person that you're looking to score a lot of points, but she's going to keep the team together. She knows the system on offense and defense. She's going to demand from her younger teammates to do things right on the court, and then she brings that toughness. I mean, that jump ball play she had against Oregon State when she went down, I was just glad that she got back up. I mean, she hit her head pretty hard and everything else, but she shows that toughness, and she has a high expectation for this group, and she demands it of herself, and she demands it of her teammates, and it's exactly what we need.
When she was a state player of the year, a lot of times they'll come in thinking they're going to score 30 points a game, Did you guys have to have a conversation of, here's what your role will be, or how did that adjustment period work?
Yeah, Katie, I don't think Katie was ever in that role at Auburn Riverside because they had a lot of other kids that were counted on to score. I mean, Katie will hit the big bucket. Don't get me wrong. You saw that against Oregon, as well. But she understands that defense is where you're going to win it, and rebounding. And I think, even though she's so undersized, her toughness and her willingness to go and find a way to get that loose ball or to get that rebound, or get that second shot, a big second shot, a big offensive board as well, is just part of her makeup. And she's just, she's one of those very determined individuals that you can count on that something good's going to happen when she's on the floor.
She mentioned at the end of the game that she actually physically approached Leah and grabbed her by the jersey saying, "We need you, to score. You're our best player." Is that something you like when a player kind of takes that role?
There's nothing better than your leadership coming from your peers. I mean, as a coach, you can say things, you can grab jerseys and say the same thing, but when it comes from your teammates, this is a close-knit group, great chemistry. You guys see it on the court, off the court. They're even better, But when your peers are demanding from you, it's hard to not do it. So it's awesome to have that type of respect that Leah has for Katie, and Katie's ability and willingness to tell people, hey, this is what we need, do it.